Órale, Cholo Trucker Más Movies and Shows, and here we got the movie Watcher. Watcher came out in 2022. It is an hour and 36 minutes long. You could find this movie, gosh, just about anywhere and everywhere. Okay, so you can find this movie on Tubi, AMC Plus, Netflix, YouTube, Sling TV, Amazon Prime Video, YouTube Video, Philo, Fandango at Home, Google TV, and Apple TV. I went ahead and I watched it on, I believe it was Amazon Prime Video. All right, let's get to the description. As a serial killer stalks the city, a young actress who moved to town with her boyfriend notices a mysterious stranger watching from across the street. All right, Rotten Tomatoes has this movie at 88%. Wow. All right. Um, so basically, you have a young couple who moved to the city, I believe in somewhere in Rome, I believe it is, right? He's Romanian. She's not. She's just an English speaker, so she doesn't understand the language. She's depending on him. And at the same time, he's busy, right? They just moved into the city. He's extremely busy with work, so he's rarely ever at home. They have an apartment on a in a high-rise building. And yeah, just like the description says, she realizes some guy from across the building just constantly just looking over there. Every time she goes through the window, she sees a figure just kind of watching, right? Makes her a little bit uneasy. At the same time, it does not help that the story keeps going around the city of a serial killer, that there's somebody out there whacking women, going out there just killing, and they go to these bougie parties because of who she's with, right? He's trying to get into the business, he's trying to get into the industry, so they go to these parties with a lot of champagne, hors d'oeuvres, all the good stuff. And yeah, a lot of the conversation there is the serial killer that's on the loose. So makes her a little bit uneasy. And one thing that she starts noticing is the same guy keeps following her. Wherever she goes, she sees him, right? Now, who is him? She's not even really sure, but she sees the same guy everywhere she goes. The grocery store, the theater, wherever she goes, she sees the same guy, but they can't really do anything about it because he's not doing anything. He's just kind of there, just doing whatever he's doing, right? But she believes she's being stalked. Nobody's believing her, and she's thinking that there's the serial killer or possibly can be the serial killer. I will give the kudos to the one who plays her husband in the movie because he tends to believe her a little bit more and gives a little bit more effort as opposed to just come on, you're just being crazy, or you're just paranoid, right? At some point, you do kind of run into that, but for the most part, I'm like, I think he's giving a valiant effort. And yeah, man, look, they run into relationship problems. You got the language barrier there. You got people that are starting to talk about her a little bit behind her back because she doesn't understand the language. And it's not really behind her back. It's actually in front of her, right? But she doesn't really understand. And she's starting to pick up on it like, oh man, people are making fun of me and nobody's believing me. And I got to get out of here because I think the serial killer is after me, right? And at that point, everything starts to unravel and things are revealed. I enjoyed the ending of this movie. I thought the ending of this movie was pretty satisfying. This movie has a bunch of actors that I've never seen before, and it kept me intrigued to a certain degree. At some point, I did get a little fatigue of like, all right, um, is this the way it's going, or is there some sort of got you moment? Is there some sort of, big reveal where it's like, oh wow, I didn't see that coming. Um, I never really got that in this movie. Nonetheless, it did keep me intrigued into the story. I did want to see how it ended. And to be honest with you guys, was it a great movie all the way to the ending? Not so much. It was a little bit slow. It was intriguing enough because I wanted to see how it ended. And I will say, at least for me, the ending did not disappoint. So it was a so decent movie with a pretty damn good ending. So I'll leave it to you guys, however you guys want to take that. That is Watcher. Solo Trucker Monster Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.